Malia is my 5th child. She was a healthy pregnancy. Something went wrong in the delivery room and she lost oxygen. She had to be resuscitated. They call it HIE, hypoxic ischemic event. She was in the NICU for about 6 days. Then we took her home and she was a little bit more fussy than my other children. I didn't realize what she had until she was about 4 months old. The high-risk infant nurse came into the house and diagnosed her with cerebral palsy. I'll always remember that day, where I was and how she told it to me. But she had the 5 fingers, the 5 toes. She was cute. She had everything looked okay. So I thought, this is going to be better. I mean, I've heard of cerebral palsy, but I never knew what it was until that day. That changed everything for us. She's pretty healthy overall, except she's had 2 big seizures, and that was when she was 3 years old. That was the worst 2 times. I didn't think I could go through that again. The first time I ran into the house, I saw 4 or 5 paramedics and firefighters on the floor asking me if they could cut my daughter's shirt open. It took over an hour. I just thought, oh my gosh, I can't handle more brain injury. And then it happened again about 2 months later. The doctor said, I'm not sending you home without medication. So I knew from what I heard that this might change her, make her lethargic, and sure enough it did. She was not the happy girl that we knew. She was tired. I just couldn't take it. I told the doctor after about 30 days, tell me how to take her off of it or I'm just taking her off myself. And then we went to, we took a brain injury course in Philadelphia at the Institute for the Advancement of Human Potential. And we learned so many things out of the box, so many things you don't hear from doctors or therapists. I have 4 other children, and Malia has 2 brothers and 2 sisters, and they love her. I think they're going to be better people because of her. She makes you compassionate, patient. We go a little bit out of our way, more out of our way for her because what she cannot do. As hard as it is, she brings joy. So I started writing a book when she entered kindergarten. She has a trust fund, and because of that, we've been able to experience different kind of therapies that many people wouldn't. So I wanted to help the parents. And it was a labor of the heart. It took years because I can only write when everybody goes to sleep. Well, my book is a compilation of stories of courage and commitment for families. And I really encourage people because there's a message of hope there. It's nice to know other people, what they're going through and how they're doing it. I'd say Malia is a happy and healthy girl. And the things that we learned at the Institute, the diet stuff, I think it's been very helpful. The only thing I find difficult is where do the Malias of the world belong in school? Because you have the special ed class and, she doesn't 100% fit there, and then you have the typical classroom. I always wonder what it's like to be with 20-some children every day who can do things and you're the only one that can't. The team at Nesbitt has been very wonderful, and they work with me, and we're trying to maneuver through this. My faith sees me through this, and if you believe there is a God, and you believe there is a master planner, and every life has a purpose, then this is where my hope comes from. These children have a place in our world. They're pure, they're innocent. Our world needs that. And we have been chosen to raise them.